Hi everyone. We are live on YouTube now, and we'll just wait for another minute or so that everyone joins in there, and then we'll start this session. Thank you. Hi, we are still waiting for more teachers to connect on a YouTube channel, and that's why we are waiting for just a little bit more, and then we'll start the session. Thank you. Hi. So we can see that 89 teachers are connected through on our YouTube channel. So just so that no one misses any piece of information in today's session, we'll just wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start the session. Thank you. Hi. So it's time to start the session. And once again, my name is Vikas Sharma, and I am from Sri Aurobindo Society. And a very warm welcome to all the respected education officers and to all the respected teachers who are joined through our YouTube channel. So to start with, Sri Aurobindo Society is an NGO that has been working in education sector for last 60 years. So in 2019, we came up with a program which is Auro Scholar, that as you can see on your screen. Auro Scholar is world's first micro scholarship program, and it has never happened anywhere else in the world. And it's a very good opportunity for us to roll out this program for Nagaland today. And I hope that uh, all the education officers and teachers will support us in motivating maximum students of Nagaland and making sure that each and every one of them is participating in this program and getting benefited with the scholarship every month. So this deck that I'm presenting today is divided into 3 parts. We'll start with the overview of the program to understand what the program does. Then we'll move on to how the app works. So I'm sure that maximum teachers have downloaded the app through the link that we shared, so that it becomes easier for them to understand how the app works while we are uh, walking you through the app screenshots. And then we'll move on to the objectives of this program. So let's start with the overview of the program. So the program is for classes 1 to 12. A student can participate in 4 quizzes with 2 retakes in each subject. Each quiz has got 10 questions in multiple choice question format, which needs to be completed in 10 minutes. Every time a student scores 80% or above, receives a scholarship amount of 50 rupees, which means that if we add up all the 5 subjects, so there are 5 subjects, each subject has got 4 quizzes in them. And so altogether there are 20 quizzes. And according to 50 rupees per quiz, it comes down to up to 1000 rupees every month for each student. Obviously, it will depend on in how many quizzes they've scored 80% or above. This scholarship certificate that you can see on your screen is an auto-generated certificate that gets auto-generated on our app and can be downloaded from there. Because this is a scholarship certificate, students can use it for their future benefit. So as I mentioned, we'll start with how the app works. So right now you can see 4 screenshots on your screen. This is what a teacher sees. So our app has got 2 sides to it. So when you download it, the app asks you whether you're a teacher or a student. So the first step for all the teachers is to download the app and register themselves as a teacher. So when you'll install the app, and the first thing that you'll see is screenshot number 1 on your screen, which will allow you to choose the language, the preferred language that you wish to choose. After that, you will have to enter your phone number and you will receive an OTP. And right after that, the app will give you an option to create a username and password for yourself so that you don't have to wait for the OTP every time you log into the app. Now, again, there are 4 screenshots on your screen. This is what everyone will see after you have registered as a teacher. So as soon as you enter the app, screenshot number 5 is the first page that you will see. From here, you have to click on My Classroom section. So if in the bottom of the app, if you see there's an eye icon and it says Classroom. This is a special section that we created for teachers. And by going inside this section, you can invite your students. So most of the teachers, they're using WhatsApp groups to invite the students. And you can do the same. So after you have shared an invite link with your students from within the app, and as soon as they get, they uses that invite link to register themselves as a student, they will automatically be reflected onto the teacher's app. So in this My Classroom section, you will see names of all the students that you have invited in a list format. And coming back to screenshot number 5, from there, you can see how many students have you invited, which are registered through your invite link, how many quizzes they've scored 80% in, and how many have they of them have uploaded their KYCs, and how many KYCs are approved. So we will understand the KYC process down in this session. Now, after you have entered the app, clicked on the classroom, the eye icon in the bottom of the app, you will get an option to share the invite link. You have to click on invite student and share the invite link in a WhatsApp group. That's most of the teachers using this method. Screenshot number 7 is the profile section. And we request all the teachers to please complete this profile section because this information help us track back you in a better way, so that if in case you get stuck anywhere or you face any roadblocks, then we will be able to identify the teacher and can resolve the issue. Screenshot number 8 currently shows to upload few documents, but as of now, you don't have to upload any documents there. So the only documents that needs to be uploaded is by the students. So moving on further, so this is the complete life cycle of a teacher on our app. After that, all you have to, after inviting your students, all you have to do is to monitor your students, make sure that all of your students are can be seen in my classroom section, just to make sure that everyone has access to the app and everyone is participating for their own benefit. So that's it. So moving on further, right now again you can see 4 screenshots on your screen. This is what a student sees. So in a similar fashion that the teachers registered on our app, they will be asked to choose a language. They will have to click on student. They will have to enter their phone number to receive the OTP, and create a username and password for themselves. After they have registered themselves on our app as a student, the first page that they'll see is screenshot number 5 on your screen. As you can see, there are 5 subjects. Now, at this point of time, I would like to also share a piece of information, which is that what we've done is we have divided the subjects according to the classes. So right now, you can see 5 subjects. So for classes 6 to 12, we have all the 5 subjects. For classes 1 to 3, we have 3 subjects. And classes 4th and 5th, we have 4 subjects. So this is how the distribution of subject is done for different groups of classes. So after the student has entered the app, registered themselves, they'll see 5 subjects. They can click on any subject. As soon as they click on any subject, 4 quizzes will pop out in front of them. Now, the architecture of these quizzes is such that it helps us achieve the objective of eliminating the learning gaps. So the first quiz of any subject is of grade -3. So for example, if a class 6 student registered him or herself on the app, the first quiz that the student is going to attempt will be of class 3. The quiz after that will be of class 4th. The quiz next to it will be of class 5th. And eventually the 4th quiz of any subject is the current grade level quiz that the student is currently studying in. As soon as student click on start, 2 things happen here. So first, the instruction will pop out in front of them, as you can see on screenshot number 7. As soon as they click I'm ready to begin, the front camera of their phone or their mobile devices will be open, and student can see themselves participating in these assessments. Now, this camera works as a monitoring system for us, which means it works as a proctoring camera for us to identify whether the student is using his or her own effort to participate in the assessment and not using any external resources. So in screenshot number 8, you can see that how MCQ questions comes one after another. Student needs to read the question, choose the correct answer, click on save and next until the student reaches the last question. After attempting the last question, student need to click on submit test. As soon as the student submits the test, we immediately show them their score. And if they've scored 80% or above, an amount of 50 rupees get instantly added into the in-app wallet, which we call as Auro Scholar wallet. So if we come back on screenshot number 5, in front of February micro scholarship, there is a blue color circle, which is currently showing 0 rupees. But as soon as any student scores 80% or above, it will show an amount of 50 rupees. So what is happening here is that we are giving out scholarship in the form of money to the students, and we want to do that because it is a student-centric program. But to keep a check on fraudulent users who are on the internet, who are just pretending to be students just for the sake of scholarship, we have created a one-time process, which we call as KYC Verification Check. Now, to transfer this money out of this wallet, the KYC check is really very important. And so students need to upload 3 types of documents from within the app. First, front and back side of their Aadhaar card. Second, their school ID card. And third, their recent passport size photograph. Now, we also understand that because of the COVID-19 situation, a lot of students, they don't have their ID card. So as an alternative document, they can also upload their fee receipt, their mark sheets. They can also upload a fee receipt of last year or their ID card of last year. Or what they can do is they can simply on a plain piece of paper, they can simply write down all the information needed there. For example, for their full name, all the information that is there on the Aadhaar card, and which school and class the student is studying, get it signed and stamped from the school authority, and then can upload the same instead of school I card. After they have uploaded all the three documents, it takes around 7 to 14 working days for us to verify a user. Now, there is no restriction as such that during that period, student cannot participate in the assessments. They can actually participate in this assessment, and whatever the scholarship amount they have achieved, it will stay in the wallet. And as soon as their KYC verification is done, they'll be able to transfer this amount out of this wallet to any preferred bank account or any digital wallet like Paytm. Now, this is a one-time check that I have just explained, which is the KYC check. The second check, which is an ongoing check. So every time student participate in any quiz, scores 80%, we conduct an ongoing check, which we call as quiz verification check, just to make sure that student used his or her own effort to score 80%, because that is the whole idea. We don't want them to use any external resources or help from an adult to participate in, because that's how it will impact the student's performance. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we are giving, so there are total 3 attempts for a quiz. So first attempt is considered as main attempt. Remaining 2 attempts are considered as retakes. So for instance, if a student is unable to score 80% or above in the first attempt, then student has got 2 chances in the month to understand the topic better, revise the topic, and come back and participate in the quizzes. So after the quiz check is done, which means that, for example, if a student participates in 2 quizzes and scores 80% in both of them, then immediately an amount of 100 rupees will be added into the in-app wallet. However, for example, if a backend team performs the quiz check and finds out that, okay, one of the quiz is verified. However, in the second quiz, they can see an adult standing right next to the student. In that case, one quiz will be rejected and the other quiz will be approved. Now, if we look at screenshot number 12, we can see 5 columns there. All the quizzes which are approved, the amount will come under scholarship amount approved. For all the quizzes which were rejected, the amount will come under scholarship amount rejected. Now, if the KYC is done and quiz is verified, scholarship amount approved, whatever amount is under scholarship amount approved, can be transferred from within the app to any preferred bank account or any preferred digital wallet like Paytm. It can be student's account or can be student's parents account. For all the for the amount which is under scholarship amount rejected, our team then get in touch with the student, request them to book a slot for a one-on-one video interview, online video interview. In that interview, our team asks them 5 questions of the same topic that the student initially participated in, and if the student is able to give us 4 correct answers out of 5, then this amount also gets approved and come under scholarship amount approved, and hence can be transferred from within the app to any preferred bank account or any preferred Paytm wallet. So this is how the app works, and this is how students register themselves, teacher register themselves, then share the invite link with the students. Then student uses that invite link to register themselves as a student, upload these documents, get their profile verified, participate in the quizzes, making sure that while they're participating in the quizzes, no one is around them and they're sitting under a light source. so that our team can clearly easily verify the quizzes that they've participated in. Now, this is up to all the teachers who are connected with us right now to actually to actually make this program reach out to all the students in Nagaland, because their role is of utmost important. So at this point, I would request all the teachers to please invite maximum students, as many students as you can, as many students as you know. It can be a student from a private school. It can be a student from a government school. It can be your neighbor. It can be your cousin from a different state. That's absolutely fine. You can invite all of them. Because the whole idea is to motivate the students to learn better. Now, as I mentioned, we're on the third part of the PPT, and we will understand now what are the main objectives that we try to achieve through this program. So we understand the overview of the program. We understand how the app works for the teachers and the students. Now I will explain you why the architecture of the quizzes is such that, we starting from grade -3, and how does it helps. So the three main objectives that we try to achieve through this program are elimination of the learning gaps, creating a self-learning environment for the student, and motivation to learn. So what are learning gaps? So what happens is a student progresses from a grade to an upper grade, from 6 to 7, 7 to 8. However, there are a lot of topics that remains unattended of the previous grades. Now, these unattended topics create a gap in the academic career of a student, which gives them trouble once they move out of the school and move on for higher studies, because their fundamentals or their basics are not clear. Now, we can also see that in USA's report of 2018, which clearly shows that 50%, more than 50% of the students are unable to solve grade -1 problems. Now, the report was of 2018, and after that, the COVID-19 situation happened. Now we can imagine that these gaps were already there even before the pandemic. Now it has gone worsen. So it is really important for us to make sure that maximum students are participating in this program. So how do we eliminate these learning gaps? So as I mentioned, our quizzes are designed in such a way that every time a student participates in first quiz of any subject, that quiz is of grade -3, which means 3 classes down from the current grade level. The quiz after that is of grade -2, grade -1, and eventually the grade level. So regular participation in these assessments helps student eliminates the learning gaps of the previous grades as well. And hence what happens is these learning gaps get eliminated, the performance get better, they get more chance, they get better chance of scoring 80% and hence receive the scholarship. The second objective that we try to achieve with this program is creating a self-learning environment. Now, what we do to achieve this objective is that every profile is treated individually. So every student profile is treated individually, which means that we avoid giving them fear of competition or an environment where there is too much pressure for them to come back onto the app again and participate in the quizzes. So to make sure that this thing doesn't happen and they feel free, they get an environment where they come back onto the app by themselves without any pressure and can participate in these assessments regularly, and hence improve their performance and obviously get benefited with the scholarship. The third objective is motivation to learn. Now, this specific objective is backed by a research which is done by Dr. Abhijit Banerjee, who's a well-known economist and has won a Nobel Prize. According to the research, what happens is that every time a student achieves anything, and if we immediately provide them with micro incentive right there and then student tends to psychologically feel motivated and repeat the same steps again and again for their own improvement. In our case, what happens is the student comes onto the app, participate in the assessment, scores 80%, And we immediately show them that an amount of 50 rupees per quiz is added into the in-app wallet. Now, obviously, we have understand the process of KYC previously. So after following the KYC process, the student can transfer the money out of the app. So these are the three main objectives that we try to achieve through this program. So what is happening here is student register themselves on the app. They participate in the quizzes. The architecture of the quizzes is such that the learning gaps gets eliminated. We have created a self-learning environment so they don't feel any pressure, so which means they feel free to come onto the app regularly and then participate in the assessments. Because their learning gaps are getting eliminated, the performance getting better, and they are scoring, and they get more chance to score 80% and get the scholarship money. And when first time this cycle gets completed, from that point onward, they start feeling motivated and repeating the same steps for their own improvement and again and again. So this is how we try to achieve the third objective. Now, there are some tips and tricks. This is specifically for all the students. So the first point is to make sure that they're holding a phone in the center while taking the photo. So every time the quiz starts, the app gives them an option to click a pre-quiz photo. So while they're clicking their own pre-quiz photo, they need to make sure that they're holding the phone in center like this. The second point is, obviously, I've repeated this a couple of times, that no external help during the quiz. So we have to make sure that the students are participating and using their own effort. The third point is that the passport size photo that they're uploading from within the app, it should be a recent one, not a old photograph. And all KYC documents should be clearly visible to match the name and date of birth of the student, just to make sure that they are a student and they are in the class which they are, say, they're in. So this is the helpline number. You can note it down. We'll obviously share this same information in the WhatsApp groups as well that we've created. You can also WhatsApp your issues. So for example, if you're facing any issues, there are if a teacher is facing any issue or a student is facing any issue, we require three type of information: the full name of the user, the registered mobile number of the user, and the issue that you're facing. And if it's possible, if you can share a screenshot along with your query, you can also share the screenshot. You can also WhatsApp your query on this number as well.
So just to interrupt Vikas in between. So Vichu sir has joined us, Education Director. So request you to please address sir first.
Viju sir would request you to kindly unmute yourself. Because I think sir is facing some network issues. He is at the directorate. So just to update everybody, and I think we all are aware, Viju sir is the training officer at the Directorate of Education, Nagaland. And soon we will be joined by respected Shanawaz sir, the Principal Director for the Department of Education, Nagaland. And we are just waiting for them to join as well. So Vikas, you can continue. Once sir joins back, I'll inform you.
Sure. So this is how the program works. This is how the app works. Now, we can now take any queries or question that you may have. All the teachers who are connected through YouTube channel, they can also ask their queries in the chat section. We have a team looking at the chat section right now, and they will be able to answer you over there. And with all the officers who are in this Zoom session with us, please feel free to ask any question that you may want to ask. Thank you. Just to add on, just to let everyone know, including the respected education officers and the respected teachers, we do teacher facilitation program every month for each state, where we identify top 25 teachers who have helped motivate maximum number of teachers. We call them on our YouTube live session, and we give away certificates to them. So request you all to please motivate maximum student, as many students as possible as you can, because firstly, this is a student-centric program and really beneficial program for the students. Sure.
Vikas, just to add what you said, to all the respected officers over here and the heads and all the teachers who have joined us from Kohima and Dimapur, the two districts, this program we have signed an agreement with the government of Nagaland Department of Education. And this program will soon be launched by the Honorable Chief Minister, sir. We are planning to do that in mid-March. And it's a dream kind of project for him. He wants every student of Nagaland to be benefited in the extreme parts of the state as well. Seeing the availability of the network and the cell phones, which I understand is there, but he wants this program to support all these students through this program, which is helping, as Vikas ji mentioned, understanding the content better, self-learning environment, and getting motivation for personal self, supporting the teachers and the department to understand where the student exactly needs support or where he is doing good. Not only support, this application, this program will help students and teachers to understand that they are doing very good or exemplary in XYZ subject, and they can excel in a certain career growth. So the motive of this program is not only scholarship, but to support the overall development of a student from all the tangents of the education and the community. Vikas.
Right. Thank you, Shashank. So right. Basically, as Shashank mentioned, we are trying to you know reach out to maximum student with the help of state governments, with the help of teachers, so that how learning takes place. So we've got a question in the chat box: how learning takes place to students having learning that like this provide explanation to the answer for wrong answer. Right. So I think sir asked a question in the chat section, and the question is that please explain how learning takes place to students having learning gaps. Like, will this quiz provide explanation to answer for wrong answer? So, sir, I would like to tell you that as of now, there'll be only wrong or correct right answers, and not the explanation. However, we are expecting that teacher will support the students. So what happens is, say for example, if a teacher invites a student, and teacher can use their own app to monitor the student, and they find out that okay, in mathematics the student is unable to score 80%, which means that they can identify exact topic of the student that they participated in, and can support the student as needed. So however, down the line, so we have right now kept the app a bit basic, so that to make sure that everyone is using the app comfortably and not getting confused because of so many functions. However, down the line we are updating, and we are in a planning stage as well for adding that explanation part later in the app as well. So even as we speak, the team is continuously working to be more productive in terms of explaining the student. However, for now we have kept it simple. So they will simply log on, participate in the quizzes, they'll get to know their weak areas, and then they can seek the help of their teachers or the internet resources, and can come revise the topic, come back again, and use the same mechanism again and again. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Anyone else, feel free to ask any question. Teachers that are connected through us on YouTube channel, please feel free to ask, and drop a question in the chat section. Our team is there to reply you. Okay, now I think Mr. Biju has joined. Mr. Biju, sir, if you can please unmute yourself. It would be our pleasure to have listened to a few words from your side as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are, sir.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. A
Right.
very good morning to everyone. Very sorry because of the network problem. I'm having a little hiccups over here. On behalf of our principal meeting at the moment, but I thank on behalf of the principal director, would like to say thank you to Mr. Shashank and his team, the Auro Scholars, for giving the opportunity and launching the Auro Scholar for our state. We hope that this initiative that has been taken up will help the students community in a very great way, and also we believe that even in the future, kind of initiatives will come fast through your Auro Scholar, and we look forward for more kind of initiatives. Hello.
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So even in the future, we look forward for more initiatives like this. For the larger interest of the student community. So hopefully, sir, my PD will be joining soon, so he'll be addressing the teachers in a moment, I think. Okay. Thank you and have a good day, everyone.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much, sir. It was really wonderful to hear something, words leading to motivation. Thank you so much. So, yes, so by the time sir is joining, feel free to ask any questions, and you can type in your queries, or you can unmute yourself. You can ask the question 24/7. Okay, so I've got a question, and someone wants to know, is the quiz being conducted 24/7? Right. So what happens is, first of every month, we update the question banks. So within that month's time, within that span, students can participate any time of the day. So it can be morning, afternoon, dinner, late night. They can participate whenever they want within that 1 month span. And first of every month, we update the question banks. So they get new questions to participate in. I hope I have given you the answer, sir. Also, if you've got any queries, please feel free to ask. We'll be more than happy to answer your queries. Thank you. Which classes can participate? Okay, so the program is for classes 1 to 12. So all the students who are studying in between classes 1 to 12, they can participate in these assessments. But the most important part is the KYC process. So please make sure when you're inviting your students, you're also letting them know that, the documents that they need to upload should be clearly clicked. And also, if they're uploading a photograph, of any of the document, make sure that the photograph is clicked of an original copy and not a photocopy of any document, because otherwise their KYC will be rejected. And say, for example, if their KYC gets rejected, then what happens is they receive a message, an SMS from our side, and to tell them that, okay, this document needs to be re-uploaded in the app, and in case they've uploaded the wrong documents instead of anyone, it can be changed. And right after they change the document or upload the the new one, their profile still gets verified. Right. So, sir has asked me whether if same number can be used. No, sir. So basically, what happens is if you're registering as a teacher, you will have to have a different mobile number, and for student, you will have to a different mobile number. So, mobile number is the primary key here, where we identify the users from, and for each user, they will have to have a different mobile number. However, we are also working so that we understand that at times there is only one smartphone in a house, and they can have two siblings. So to make sure that they don't face any problem and they can use the same device, and from a single number they can have multiple registrations. We are working on that, and it is not going to take too long. I think by March end probably you'll see an update, and as soon as you'll update the app, you can have multiple registration under the same number. However, teacher and student should have a different phone number. They can't have a same phone number. Thanks, sir. Right. So please feel free. Most parents do not have smartphones, especially for schools in rural areas. So are there alternative? Yes. So alternatively, so for all the teachers who are on iOS, because as of now, the app is only designed for Android users, they can log on to our website, which is auroscholar.org. Once you log on to the website, you will I'll share my screen actually with you. It will make it easier for you to understand. Right. So I hope you can see my screen. This is a website. You can simply go on there. You can select the user type, student or a teacher. It has the same mechanism as in the app. So once you select whether you're a student or a teacher, you enter your mobile number, you press login, and you'll receive an OTP. As soon as you receive an OTP, you'll enter the internal dashboard there, and you can see everything same as in the app. So all the Android users and all the students who may be facing a problem of non-smartphone, they can log on to the website. And I request my team to share the website link as well in the Zoom section as well, and in the YouTube chat section as well. So for all the users who are on iOS, please, you can simply all the teachers and education officers, you can simply log on to a website. You can register yourself as a teacher there. And if a student, in case of a student, students can also log on to a website. They can also register themselves as a student there and can participate in the quizzes. However, one important thing is this, that on a computer that they are using to register themselves through a website, they need to have an active webcam, because as I mentioned, we need to have a monitoring system to make sure that the student is not using any external resource to participate and scoring 80% in these assessments. Thank you. So I hope the app is pretty much clear to everyone, and the program is as well. This is a wonderful program. So we are expecting, a lot of student participation. We will be, there to support you in any roadblock that you may face. You can connect through us. with the number that we shared earlier. You can WhatsApp on that number. You can either, we have created teachers group as well. You can drop in your queries there. We are quite prompt on answering back, replying back on both the WhatsApp and the teachers group as well. Hi, yes, I can see your hand raised. Hi, can you please unmute yourself, and if you have anything to say, ask, please feel free to do so. Hi, I can see your hand raised. If you have any query, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask it if you want to, or you can type in the chat section as well. All the teachers who are connected through YouTube, you can drop in your queries there. Our team is having a, and the chat section, and they'll be answer your query. I just got a call from the admin team. I think sir won't be joining us. So I would like to call upon any of you senior education officer to please close this session, say a few words, please. And then we can conclude this session for today. Thank you. Shashankji?
Yes, Vikas.
Hi. So, sorry, I just got a question. So I'll ask the question first, and then probably, we'll call upon someone to say a few words so that we can conclude this session. So
First, there's a question, Vikas.
Right.
TK Singh sir has asked a question.
Right. The course labels for quizzes will be as per CBSE. Right. So to let everyone know, these question of these assessment are based on the learning outcomes. So it will match all the state boards. So whatever the students are getting taught in the school, it is related to that. So these LOs are defined by the Education Ministry and is same for everyone. So yes, these questions are based on the learning outcomes that is defined there. So it will match the syllabus that you are, that the teachers are teaching to the students in their school. Thank you. Now, Shashankji, can we, do you
So,
want
Vikas,
to? Right.
sure. Once again, good morning to all the respective officers, school heads, and teachers who have joined in. And I personally I owe my thanks and respect to respected Secretary Sir and Principal Director Sir for getting this beautiful program, Auro Scholar for Students, launched for the state of Nagaland. And Sir was about to join, but has been occupied in some other meeting at the state office. So Srinivas Sir was not able to join. And thank you, Vichu Sir, for the support we got. Within 2 days, we were able to pull out this session. And a special thanks to all both the district officers and the team at the district office, because of whom we could be able to conduct this session and complete the session in a very quick succession of time. And would only say and request the entire team, entire set of teachers over here, all the respected teachers who are here, that let's make this program reached to the every student of Nagaland and benefited out of it. As TK Singh sir mentioned that how this program will run, we are getting funds from. So this is a CSR program of Sri Aurobindo Society, and we had a legacy of 62 years into education, and we are a research-based organization, uh, our Institute of National Importance by the Government of India, based out of Puducherry. And because we have got this national importance because of the research work we do in education, and the result of the research we have done in recent past, in last, especially last 3 years, we would say the program build up, Auro Scholar came up, and this program will not only help students to get a scholarship, regular scholarship every month, but also focus on their weak and the strengthened areas in terms of subject, academics, or their personal development, supporting the teacher in the department to understand where a student needs a support. Because if you see the national education policy, it says it is primarily focused on the competency learning of a student, and so we are trying to do the same with this app. Through this app, we are not letting a student do addition, multiplication, subtraction, but we are making him learn what competencies he or she can develop. So with these words, thank you once again to all the respected officers, teachers, heads of these schools who have joined in, and to the entire team of Sri Aurobindo Society for pulling this out in a very low time. And Vikas, thank you once again, and over to you.
Right. Thank you, Shashankji. And it's that time of the session where we say goodbye. So once again, thanks to all the respected education officers and to all the respected teachers for sparing out time and supporting us to create impact in Nagaland by reaching out to maximum student, making them register on this for this program, and motivating them to learn more, achieve better, and get this scholarship.
And just to add, and before we close, that for Nagaland, Mr. Vikas Sharma and me would be the point of contact in case you face any difficulties technically in terms of application usage or transfer of scholarship, KYC upload, assessments. So feel free to drop a message in the group, or you can call us during the office hours 9 to 6, anytime in the working days, Monday to Saturday, 9 to 6. We both are available. With those words, thank you, Vikas, and thank you to the entire set of teachers, officers who have joined in, and school heads.
Right. Thank you, Shashankji. Thanks, everyone. So the session is over now, and you can leave. And you can take a leave if you want to. And all the YouTube teachers, the video is still there, will still be there on the YouTube channel. So all those teachers who have missed this session, they can have a look there. They can ask in their queries in the WhatsApp groups that we've created, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time.